Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Saturday. What a way to start the weekend. Altcoin prices right now, Bitcoin prices, all prices are surging. We're specifically looking today on altcoinbuzz.io at price predictions for XRP Ripple, LTC, Litecoin, LINK, Chainlink, and Ethereum ETH. We'll break down what we expect, what kind of targets and resistances we have to overcome. We'll go through those projects in just a second, but taking a look at the market now, it is absolutely on fire. We are up overall 3.5% today, $542.2 billion total market cap. Bitcoin is still above 19K, but really flirting with that 19K figure, $18,682 at the time of this recording. The story of the day is undoubtedly XRP, up 32% in these last 24 hours, nearly 33% right now, 41.6 cents. It is soaring along with a couple of other projects as well. Multiple altcoins doing very nicely, as you can see. Ethereum up over $520 right now. Litecoin inching along slowly but surely. Bitcoin Cash up 12.1%. Cardano up 15.4%, and many other projects, including Stellar and others, up double-digit percentages. What is going on? So we were all told that Bitcoin would be the star of the show and then altcoins would follow, but things are kind of happening simultaneously now. Lunar Crush pointing out that XRP is the #1 rank for altcoins, moving up 12 spots actually in the last day. Here's what's been going on for XRP in the last 24 hours. A 21.8% price range. As we just saw, that's closer to 32. 11,654 social mentions and 21 million plus, nearly 22 million social engagements. More and more people are getting excited about this upcoming alt season, and many feel it's just going to be absolutely monumental. Here, Wolf says face melting alt season about to come, and it's a sentiment that's echoed all across Twitter today. DOT will outperform ETH. We covered that in yesterday's video. I tend to disagree, but that's a popular contention out there among some. Say it with me. I will 10 times my net worth this alt season. Minimum. A good mindset to have. And finally, odd gems here. Buckle up, lads. Alt season is going to be epic. This chart is from coinmarketcap.com, and it represents the cumulative market dominance of Bitcoin along with the major altcoin projects. And this goes back to June 2016 we have brought up here. So as you can see, if you hover over any given time period in the chart, you can see the relative dominance of Bitcoin versus other projects like Ethereum, like XRP, Chainlink, Litecoin, and others. And you'll notice that what we're looking at now, you have this very, very precipitous drop-off that occurred starting really in March of 2017. That's where we saw actually almost parity between the dominance of Bitcoin and the dominance of Ethereum. They were actually only separated, if you can believe it, by single-digit percentage points. But what more people are familiar with, rather, is what happened in December of 2017 when Bitcoin's dominance went from the low 60s and just dropped off a cliff following that very steep price decline all the way down to the low 30s. And again, in a relative sense, what you had subsequently was the altcoin dominance collectively picking up. This is kind of what carried us through in the first half, I'd say, of 2018. But if you take a look at the trajectory, Bitcoin's dominance since that time, really, of December 2017 has steadily been building, very steadily, in fact, from the low 30s to what is now about 64, 65%. So what we've all been anticipating this whole time is that once Bitcoin does reach a new all-time high, presumably we will see a correction. We will see a retracement. Whether it's prolonged or not remains to be seen. But that'll be a time when altcoins can kind of rush in and capitalize on some of that capital flowing into the space. What's just surprising to see is the fact that so many of the altcoin projects are performing as well as they are now. Again, Bitcoin is performing simultaneously with some of the best altcoin projects out there. So let's go ahead and take a look at some price predictions now. So because this is such a fast-moving space, we had predicted some positives for XRP that have actually now manifested themselves in reality. Here's the XRP USD chart. XRP had broken the strong resistance of about 30 cents, so that was good news, and it was at a decisive stage at the time of press here, whether or not it was going to turn resistance into support. And we suggested that if it could move up to targets 34, 38, and ultimately 40 cents, that would be a good sign. Now, failure to flip that resistance at 30 cents would have meant a drop in support. It could have dragged XRP down to the 26 or even the 24 cent range. But as we've seen, all of our targets here have indeed been met with XRP. Altcoin Buzz.io is very happy to check that off. Yes, XRP all targets have been hit. So now that we are are in excess of 40% here, 40 cents, up 32.9%, up almost 40%. But now that we're north of 40 cents, as you can see, it's a territory that XRP hasn't really been familiar with since at least May or June of 2019. And there's less resistance between where we are currently and previous all-time highs experienced back in 2018. Okay, XRP is the star of the show today, but performing very, very well in its own right. Currently at about $530 is Ethereum. Here's the ETH USD chart. So Ethereum had an impressive run and is now approaching the 1.618 Fibonacci point. Again, that happens to coincide with $530. So the risk to reward for shorting here will be much higher. Unless $530 is flipped to support, we can now see a pullback of ETH towards perhaps 487, 443, perhaps even 400. It really depends on whether $530 holds, and even a potential drop towards $363. Hopefully not, but I'm not telling you guys what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to hear based on technical analysis. But if Ethereum can clear $531, and we are very, very close at the time of this recording, and consolidate above that mark, only then will we be able to push above towards $635 with intermediate targets at $560 and $590. At the time of this recording, guys, let me update here because things are obviously quickly moving as always. We just so happen to sit at $531.44. So as I record this, I'm at the edge of my seat. It really comes down to whether or not this turns into support. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. Litecoin is also doing very, very well for the first time in seemingly quite a while. It's at about $86 right now, actually. So here's the LTC USD chart. If Litecoin can break the current resistance at $82, which it has, by the way, at the time of the recording, we can see a push towards $90. We're close right now, and even $100. And from there, we can see a huge upwards push towards perhaps $120. Failure to break the current resistance can pull Litecoin prices back toward the support at maybe $70. That's support number 1, and support number 2 at $60. But at the time, again, guys, of this recording, things can always change. We are, in fact, just below $86. So perhaps 90, 100, and 120 could be next. Chainlink is next. Looking at the Link USD chart here, Link has managed to regain the support at $13.70, which signifies that a move towards $14.90 and even $16 is possible as long as Link manages to stay above the support of $13.70. Quick update, guys. Right now, as I record, we are in fact at that first zone, so just below $14.90, up 4.6% today, $14.86. So again, that move seems to be checked off, or just about. $16 potentially is next. However, if there is a move to the downside, failure to hold support of $13.70 could drop Link further down towards the $12 and even the $10.80 mark. So there you have it, guys. Some quick short-term predictions for some of our favorite altcoins. Let me know in the comments below, do you think this altcoin bull market is going to unfold simultaneously with a new Bitcoin all-time high? You know, going by historical precedent, it kind of one followed the other and they were separated to a certain extent, but this is cryptocurrency, and after all, anything can happen, right? So let us know, because we're seeing some great things right now out of Ethereum, out of XRP, Chainlink, Litecoin, and many, many others, of course. Let us know in the comments below what you'd like us to cover next. We'll have more price predictions coming soon. And that is it for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications. Best of luck, of course, if you do choose to invest in any of those projects or others. And never financial advice, of course, but if that is your choice, I wish you fortune and prosperity. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.